the audio stream, so hopefully that will work.
Yes, we do have audio now. My apologize to everybody out there. They'll come back up. Hopefully everybody finds it. Hey, yeah, thank you, Green Force, for letting us know that our audio wasn't on. Yeah, good deal.
Man, that was like the best intro dialogue I've had in years, Chuck.
Yeah,
In
it
years.
was,
I'm totally crushed.
but we didn't have Woo Pal, so that's the reason why that didn't work. So now we do have Woo Pal in here. See how they're getting along.
So to reiterate what I said before, when we had no audio and didn't realize it, which yeah, thanks for letting us know we didn't have audio. But normally when we stream these matches during regular season, Chuck and I are fully invested in the match because one of our teams is playing, and so it really is fun just to kick back and stream these other teams and just be able to commentate. And it is it's fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get Canyon tomorrow with the with our Smash, our first VESN Smash game, because Canyon Weary, he's always so stressed during game day. I think it kind of inhibits his ability to commentate the matches. So I'm glad that student's going to get a chance to really spread his wings and fly on that one.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, and that will be the first ever Smash match that we've commentated through VESN, which I said it's our little side passion project, Varsity Esports News. Just trying to shed spotlight on all these kids and their hard work and dedication and what they bring to the table. Most people don't know that Arkansas has one of the top esports programs across the nation. I mean, we're right in there with Oklahoma and Georgia, so we are proud to spotlight the talent that we have here in this state.
And over the next couple weeks, guys, we're going to see that talent come to fruition.
Oh, there's that Woo Pal voice, that deep Woo Pal voice I know and love.
Yeah, I'll be in office shortly. I'm currently in the passenger seat. Uh, we're gonna give this a go, guys, but I can't miss it. I've got to see it.
Hey, I was thinking earlier today what it would be like if we could watch this Maverick squad that we've been talking about play the Don Tyson team from, 2 years ago, Chuck, that we followed all the way through
Oh
the Play
yes,
versus Cup. Now, that would be something to see, I think.
That would be one good match to go over right there, man. That Don Tyson team was nasty.
absolutely. That was what got us started. So yeah, that was a good matchup. Hopefully, all our volume is balanced and equal, and we're ready to go. Again, another shout out to Coach at Green Forest there for straightening us out on our audio.
It's like raising kids, man. A stream takes a village.
It does. Looks like a couple more kids, and we'll be on our way.
I'm ready. I've been waiting for this, man.
They got a few running a little late. Apologies. It never gets underway right at 4, but I think every coach watching this knows that it wasn't going to start right at 4.
I don't know that a league match has ever started on time, ever.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's against the rules.
I think there's something about these turtle names also in League of Legends. I'm not sure if AG Turtle, then we got the Dart Turtle over here, Chuck. So I'm not sure if they are collectively the fifth and sixth Ninja Turtle, or how does that work, do you think?
Yes, yes, yes. That would be correct. I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan, so yes. I I I concur.
So I think our brackets, guys, we all kind of had this match picked the same, did we not?
No,
Oh,
No,
no,
no.
no.
you
Back up.
went
I
against the
chose
grain.
correctly.
You went
Yeah,
against the grain.
I chose correctly. My bad. My bad. I keep forgetting that.
Now I have heard. I'm not sure if this is exactly true, but I have heard rumored that Coach April Coates said that if her team does win, that they are going to give her a haircut. Going to let
Whoa.
her league team cut her hair.
That's
That's what's
fun.
Wow.
that's what's on the table. And Coach
Woo.
Wes Yandel said that his team could shave off his mustache. If so, either way, someone's getting a haircut, guys.
Wow. I would
Yeah.
not do that, and I'm not even fond of my hair. Wow.
Now that is some dedicated coaching right there, fellas.
Coates gets
I am pretty
tattooed.
sure. Yeah. April may want to bomb this one just in case.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, it'd be
Oh,
huge. I think any coach would be proud. And if I had to give up my hair for a chance at that, I probably would too.
Yeah. Yep. No, I know we talked about it yesterday, guys, this being the 8-9 matchup, but I really think we could be streaming this thing until 7 p.m. tonight.
Or 8.
Or 8. Yep. I think this is gonna be some long matches. I got a feeling, and I love it.
said I think that's a very good possibility too. I could see this going to the third game. I said these teams are very evenly matched, so I think we're going to have some excellent gameplay here on the Rift today.
Absolutely. And plus, like we talked about yesterday on the pregame show, that once you get to the top 16, man, it's kind of a crapshoot. All these kids are so evenly matched; it could go any way at any given time.
Yeah, and that's one thing we're seeing here is with the bracket just being of 16 teams, it's already the competition's already narrowed down so much just to make the playoff that we're going to see some exceptional games here in these rounds and may even see some big upsets. We all kind of picked a couple of upsets in our brackets, so we'll see how that turns out. We'll have other games going. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some confirmation of wins and losses while the match is going on. So try to keep everybody updated as the news filters through Discord.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Of course, I know you guys are the same as me. Come March Madness bracket, I may get a little ticked off if somebody loses that shouldn't lose, but when it comes to my esports bracket, man, I'm happy no matter what happens. The end
Yeah.
result is good regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to see an upset here and there.
Yeah, I think it makes it more fun now too that most of the coaches in the Arkansas community, talk to each other. We're a pretty tight knit group, so it's fun when hey, that's Wes's team playing or April's team playing or Adam or whoever it is. And it's just fun to kind of have that connection too, and how big they are into esports and how much it means to them and how much time they put in with their team. So it's fun to watch them, and I said, especially when you have that connection with them, then it just makes it even better. It looks
All
like
right.
we've got an
AG Turtle showed up in the chat, and he's saying, "Good luck to both teams. Good luck to you too, AG Turtle, as you do your thing."
Yeah, good luck to every team out there playing. I know they're all going to have a blast. They're all wanting to win. I said, especially at the level that these teams are at, it's a serious business for them. I mean, they work hard at this. They put in countless hours strategizing, running ARAMs, just playing as a team. I mean, they've got a lot invested in this. So I said, good luck to everybody out there. I hope we just have great matches across the board.
Well, before we get started, guys, I'm looking at Play VS, and it looks like the Trojans of Legend team may have forfeited. I see White County Central showing a 2-0 victory right now in Play VS standings.
Okay. It could be. If so, congratulations to Coach Matt Jones and that Tibbers squad down there. I hope they did get to play their match, but if they didn't, I mean, that's who we thought was probably going to be moving on. So that doesn't come as any big surprise to anybody, I don't think. Hey, looks like they're about ready to kick this thing off, Woo Pal. We've got a full lobby here. Everybody's loaded in, and looks like they are asking each other if they're ready, because I think they're ready to get out there on the rift.
I think we got a lot of them watching the stream too today.
Hey, cool. I hope they are.
They're in here telling each other good luck as well as in the game chat. So
That's awesome. Is my sound too loud over here, Chuck? Game sound.
I can adjust it. I think you're good.
I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's blasting my ears.
Yeah. That's about right for us.
Okay.
As long as you can still hear us.
Yeah. No Zach, no Nautilus. Get the big guy out of there. Man, no Trendamir. Who is the... No Syndra. So... Getting those favorite bands out right off the bat. Did we lose Woo Pal? Yeah, we did. He must be swapping.
He's probably swapping. I bet he's switching over. Or he hit a dead spot.
It could be that too. No Vars. But I think this is going to be the first pick here, and no Garen.
No,
don't want to see Garen up there in that top lane. No spin to win for this match, buddy. I said I like the no Trendamir. Trendamir's hard to play against if you really aren't familiar with him. That unending rage is just infuriating when you can't get that last hit on him. When he's just immune. Gonna have a Leona pick. I love it, Chuck. Love watching some Leona play. Very tanky. Tons of stuns coming in here. Cho'Gath and Senna. It's very, very good tank. Very good CC with Senna. So, and then coming back here on the other side, we're gonna have an Irelia pick. So, tons of engage right there. Tons of engage burst damage. So far. So far, we've got kind of a typical team comp going on here. I'm going to throw a Katarina in there, so we have two high damage players right here. Really high burst damage with the Irelia and the Katarina both. Over here on the red side, though, they locked in the Jarvan the fourth. Very strong jungle pick right there. Really nice meta pick right now. Jarvan's really strong right now. Brings tons of CC and boost his allies with that flag, Chuck. He can be very devastating on those ganks. Get a Malzahar ban and a Zeri ban. No fiddlesticks, Chuck. Not going to have the scary guy running around screaming on the rift on this game, so we have one more ban coming, and then the bans will be locked in. No Azir. So they're not going to allow Azir out here on the rift today. And we're going to have a Veigar. Oh my goodness, Veigar. This is Chuck's favorite champion to play against on the rift. So I know he's really going to enjoy watching Veigar out there today with his cage and his nukes that just get stronger as the game goes on.
Veigar. Now, who picked Veigar? I thought that was banned. I thought we had a permaban on this VSN channel on Veigars. Caitlyn as well. This is getting nasty. This isn't even respectful at this point.
No, bad. They have got some high damage output coming in here for this team for Wes. The Kayn, just even red Kayn, even blue Kayn, however they decide to play it. So we got basically one true tank champion for the support, and everybody else is very, very high damage output, Chuck. They should be pumping out some damage.
All right. Preparing loadout, and then we'll have the delay. Of course, everybody here watching this, I think, is familiar. But if you don't know, we do have a 3-minute broadcaster's delay. So no funny business.
Nope, but this team with the Jax and the Jarvan, Vigar, Cho'Gath, and Senna, I mean, this is pretty traditional team comp here for the Attack Grizzlies too, Chuck. And that Jax is going to be tough. Jax could be pretty tanky. But Cho'Gath for sure, we all know he's a tank. So they don't quite, I don't think, have the damage output that Southside's going to have. But man, this should be a good match to watch here, Chuck.
Absolutely. Let me just flip this back over. I hope Woopal can get back in here. He had a kid actually have surgery on a broken thumb, I do believe. So he was on the road and jumped on, and looks like he either hit a dead zone or he's switching over to his office. So we'll see how that goes. But Woopal's son is going to state in track in 100-meter hurdles. So congratulations to him with the broken thumb and all.
Hey, yeah, congratulations to him.
I'll give him a shout out on this as we watch the Turtles get ready to fight it out on the rift here.
I already have Lefty. Right when I went to buy him, whenever he's already loose. I might buy him anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on both these junglers here, Chuck, because I want to see what their pacing looks like. I do play jungle quite a bit more than anything else here lately. Played quite a bit of support, but that jungle pacing is something I'm going to keep an eye on because it's so important. But keeping that tempo up is hard to do a lot of times, especially if your teammates get into trouble and you want to come help them, and you know they need help, but there's just times where you have to keep farming, and it's hard to maintain that discipline. So when you see a jungler do that, I'm going to give them props every time, because you have to make a decision on pulling the trigger on, am I going to go help, or am I going to keep farming and try to get more gold and get my item level up before I come help. So we've got the Attack Grizzlies. I believe they're going to be on the blue side, Chuck. I think they're on the right.
With Danny. Okay. The red side is on the right.
The red side's on the right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm got the map right here. Didn't even no. That's going to be the Attack Grizzlies, and then south side's going to be
North
the
side.
blue team. Or no, north side is going to be the red team, Chuck. Van Buren's going to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's Danny's from Van Buren.
Hopefully this helps. I had a bad Van Buren logo, but it's better than nothing here. We get these up here.
Yeah.
All right. I think that looks
Yeah,
better.
that'll help keep us straight.
Better than nothing anyways.
All right, Chuck, we're down to 5 seconds here on this delay, so we're just about to get out here on the rift and see how these teams start off.
Oh, can't wait.
Can't either.
You're minimized. Coming back. It's starting.
Yeah, it's loading the screen.
Cool deal. What are you thinking about? I'm not used to streaming like this in Discord. We thought maybe it'd make life a little easier since it can handle people jumping in and out of stream with video. So hopefully this works out and everything gets loaded in properly. Looks like it will. And I'm letting Coach Fooey here jumpstart the stream. So I worry about the stream and he can just worry about the game client.
I need to find that option in Discord to where it doesn't pause the stream. It looks like I'm not going to have to jump start it, Chuck.
Looking good. Riot doing really good this year on the starting of the match and the streams, and only a few times did we get the dreaded spoiler alert there at the end. So really, really, really liking that Riot's fixing some of those issues with the spectate.
All I can say is it's about time. I mean, it's been a while.
Okay, that's
It's like both teams just going to be comfortable to posture here on each side of the river, Chuck. I don't see an invade coming. So they're kind of crowding the river there a little bit, both sides. Kane getting a little close to Vigar here, trying to set a ward up. Does get a ward, so trying to get a little bit of deep vision there so he can keep his eyes on his enemy jungler there. Going to see where Jarvan comes through there, hopefully.
all right. And Pal's making it back here to join in. We've got Grizzlies on the right and Van Buren on the left-hand side there, Pal, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies going to go ahead and get the traditional leash going on here, and Van Buren's going to elect to just let Kane go solo, so.
Be back
Almost.
on soon.
Got a little bit of lag
we got
issues
you.
with you, but we are hearing you.
And Danny is going to play in the top lane here, Chuck. I called that wrong. I thought Danny had played mid before, and maybe they did last season. I'm not sure, but going to have to watch this top lane, Chuck, because, like I said, I remember Danny from us playing before. Very, very tough matchup. Very good player, so.
Fair enough.
It's like both teams just kind of content to farm here, Chuck. Going to get that first clear. Jarvan is going to go ahead and cross here, so he's getting real close. Kane is getting the clear there, so Kane actually moving a little bit faster, but he can move through the walls, so that's going to help him out on his clearing speed. And Jats is going to have his hands full up here in this top lane, Chuck. And both mid laners content to swap hits back and forth there. Danny going for a little bit of an engage here, but going to back off.
Danny
Jats
being
is very-
punished.
Yeah, and gets the flash out of Danny there, Chuck, after me just saying that. But
then
now,
takes a couple tower hits himself. Absolutely.
yeah, Jax is very strong early game, though, especially with his ability to deflect damage. Like the Leona skin down here, Chuck. I have that skin myself. That's one of my favorites. I really like that shield.
I will say, guys, later on in this game, Senna and Vagar picks. If this thing goes into later games, that's going to be two strong champions to deal with.
Yes, Vagar keeps scaling indefinitely throughout the game, so that's good. That gives him the ability to delete people. So, yes, that will definitely come into play later on. Man, Chuck, both these teams are so close in gold right now. I mean, they are really just right there with each other.
Yeah.
Doing a great job of farming.
6K to 6K.
Yeah, and they're very patient. I like the fact that even the support hanging back, trying to let that ADC get those last hits. Very, very nice.
Vigar being punished there in middle. I'd like to see that.
Warning, Vigar, you will get 0 love from Chuck and very little from me. We played against that matchup too much.
Here we go.
Yep. Nice engage there. Ooh, got the ignite on the Vigar. Man, that's very, very close. I bet Vigar's probably going to have to back out of that. Danny gets the stun, going for the engage. Nice job by the Jax, though. Just pops that up, and here comes the jungler saying, not today in the top lane, my friend. Jax did a great job in that 1v1, of circumventing that huge damage burst.
But
A
heavy
very nice
push
play.
there in mid.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Vaco's going to have his hands full because Katarina can move quickly. Of course, Kane is going to be kind of hard. That Vagar mid is really going to be hard to play. That Jarvan's going to have to kind of babysit mid lane a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right, Wu Pal. The speed, if Vigard doesn't hit that cage, he's going to be in trouble because we've seen this before in our season. Oh no, looks like we got a DC.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
If
hate
they're
to see
not
that.
careful, yeah. If they're not careful with that burst damage, though, she can just pop right in there, and 2 hits later, Vigor will be dead.
Absolutely.
And
Here
we got
comes that
another gank
gank.
coming back in here again. Nice job by this
That's
Kane.
first blood.
Danny picks up the first kill. Very nice job there.
That's another
Man.
champion right there, guys. A fed Aurelia is very nasty to deal with.
I'm going to point out that I already called before this match that if Danny gets fed, it's not going to be good for the Grizzlies.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, neither is that disconnecting there in the Grizzlies. You know, that's got to be frustrating, if not just distracting for Nods having to keep worrying about that. That's a shame.
Man, this is a great job by this Jarvan, though, slipping here. New Kane was in that top lane because they just got that kill up top. So he's going to try to sneak in here and just solo this dragon real quick. And I believe he's going to get it, and that's an excellent heads-up play by their jungler.
That's a fair trade for first blood.
Yes, and it looks like, oh, man,
Nice
very
job.
nice job by the support
Look-
there. Wow.
Low Fix and the Pig, they are very strong in that bottom lane. I remember us having a little bit of trouble against them, and we had an excellent bottom laner this year. So, Loaf the Toast just went down.
Oh, man, and I think Kane's going to mop this
Vagar's
up in.
gonna go
And, yeah, nice job by the junglers reacting to that. Came in to help counter gank there and ended up turning the tide. Very, very nice play. Very nice play from that pig, though. Getting the kill on the Caitlyn down in the bottom lane just kind of set all that off.
Yeah, the Cho'Gath I noticed kind of built. He built 2 Doran rings. Built a. He built really heavy AP to start off with. So I think
And
he's
Danny-
going to go for that damage early.
Danny getting him a kill in the top lane there by himself. He's starting to get to a position he won't need the ganks coming in for him. So
No, the snowball was very likely in that top lane.
Oh, and we got Loaf of Toast just pulling out the ultimate in here on Dark Turtle. Man, it's so close to getting that, but they're going to get a good shove out of this. So either way, that's a very, very good gank down in that bottom lane.
That Leona, man, they're beefy. It's hard to kill a Leona.
Yeah, it is. Leona just has so many stuns, and it's just so frustrating. So she doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but man, her CC is insane.
Absolutely. Yep,
And you say that, and Leona
Nice.
goes down.
Yeah, what they call that, a caster curse, right?
Yeah. Got the mid laner dipping down here, seeing if she could just possibly pick up a kill. Very nice job reacting to that kill in the bottom lane.
But right now, guys, it's pretty even, minus that top lane. I think Danny is getting a little bit ahead in that top lane against the Jacks, but everything else is pretty even.
yeah, I think the bottom lane and the top lane is pretty much a trade-off for both teams at this point. Still early, way too early to see an advantage going either way.
The Senna ultimate popped here. But they're going to get Caitlyn out of that. Wow, nice job by the Cho'Gath.
Nice, Cho'Gath. He must have a lot of money. It's time to back and buy some items, I think, right now.
I thought for a bit there John was going to join us. No problem.
Vigard does get a shove on that wave there. Is going to get himself a free back, so nice wave control there in that mid lane, even after Katarina coming in. Danny is putting pressure on this top tower, though. We got Jarvan coming up. He's going to see if he can jump in on this. I know he's able to get there. Oh man, nice reaction by Danny in the top lane, just totally canceling that out.
We're also starting to see some items picked up here, guys. We're seeing some beginnings of some mythics picked up, big pieces of the mythic, some boots finishing. That Aurelia has already got her armor boots, so some lethality.
But Jax picks
Okay.
up the shutdown there, Woo Pal. That's a very, very nice play by Jarvan coming up and helping the teammate out there in that top lane.
Yes, it is.
And that pig's going to
really
get shut
helps
down
even things
also.
out the top. I mean, it's like we talked about, guys. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Don't do that. Sorry. That didn't realize.
Okay, we're back up here.
All right, yeah. If anybody's watching, they need to say something. Just go ahead and say it in the VSN chat or in the stream chat, and not in the VSN lobby because we're all looking at the game. We can't see all the chats. So.
Our turtle and Andy get a nice,
they
get a nice push in that bottom, and we're 6 and 6. I mean, this is going just the way that we thought it would, Woo Pal. I mean, they're very, very even here.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, right now, Kimchi's got a little bit of a gold lead, which does help. And I think most of that's in tribute to Danny and getting some plates on that top tower.
Boy, they are definitely paying attention to this top lane up here.
Yeah,
Danny is getting some attention from the jungler. Very nice job by the Grizzlies recognizing that and bringing in that extra help there.
Oh, he almost gets down. He gets his help.
Uh-oh.
It's a trade-off. Yep.
Wow, they are going at it here, Chuck.
Absolutely.
It's
that pig's going down.
Right now, baby.
He can't get away. Low Fix running for his life. He will get under tower. I do believe Low Fix survives, but that was a trade-off. Excellent gameplay so far.
Yep. I don't think they're going to get much more even than this, guys. There may be another fight coming up real soon in that dragon pit as well.
Well, actually, Van Buren, I think, just secured that dragon, didn't they?
Oh, they did just secure the. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind thanks to the unfortunate lag of traveling here.
Okay. Jarvan gets a 1v1 on Kane there, too. Pulls out the ultimate, gets the kill. Man, they're really doing a nice job of rotating to help each other. Like, there's some of these fights that's been a 1v1, but most of the time it's going to be 2v1 or 2v2. Like, they're really doing an excellent job of rotating on this map.
Yeah, and that's really what separates this field. The teams that can communicate and rotate in to help are going to be a man up than the teams that can't. That's just how it is.
That's exactly right. That's the beautiful thing about League of Legends, man. It's just a game maybe to some, but guys, it takes teamwork, communication, and just so much more to make this all work.
Hey, thank you for Van Buren for the encouragement on the stream here. Appreciate the nice compliment on our commentary. We do it because we love these kids, and we think somebody should be highlighting them.
Absolutely.
And Danny gets another one.
Wow, Chuck.
But guys, I will say that Jax is not letting him go away.
No. I said Jack's definitely there at the very beginning of the game, especially.
Gank's coming in on Danny.
Yeah, tons of pressure, but Jarvan is living in this top lane here.
Yeah, but Danny really wanted that tower, and Danny
gets the kill too.
This up.
Oh, he
reversed the game.
Both. And here Vigar's coming in from behind, so is he going to be able to mob up Vigar too?
Oh, it's very possible, man.
Kane comes in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Vigar is toast. Breaks out the ultimate on Kane
Danny,
just to make sure.
Danny did not disappoint. Wow.
As much as I hate to say anything good toward Fui, I think you're right. Okay. I know I hate those words coming out of my mouth, but
what's happening
this is what
here?
it is.
We have a recording of this. I'm so proud, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I call it if Danny gets out of hand, it's going to be bad. Thank you, Wu Pal, for acknowledging my.
We're 15 minutes into the first game. I wouldn't be circling a victory lap just yet. All right, it's 11-10.
Yeah, that's right.
But the go count
Yeah,
is kind of
thank
going
you.
towards Van Buren. The go count is headed towards Van Buren, but the kill count's even. The objective count's even here. Really, it's a trade-off, top versus bottom. It's which team can get their way.
Oh, there's a
And
pick on
there's-
Jax.
Yep.
Nice pick by Katarina.
Very nice rotation there by both teams. Really, just had a little bit of an edge there. Busted out the ultimate and got the kill.
Jarvan looking for the steal.
I'll tell you one thing I do like, guys. That Aurelia, I think, bypassing that mythic early and picking up that Blade of the Rune King, that is so huge for survivability, and it's paying off right now.
Loaf Toast get it? No, he does not. Does not have a chance. They finished it out quick.
If you look at the
Vagar's gonna play
CS
now,
here
so
too,
mid power's going down.
Yeah, CS is starting to get
Yeah.
out of hand. Just a
look
little
at
bit.
the CS here, Wu Pal, at 144. Pretty
Yeah,
much
that's-
even across the board. Other than that, but Danny is able to push in and get more pressure. It's going to allow Danny to roam here. The Grizzlies are definitely going to have to do something.
Ooh, Loaf
to
Toast
try to
goes
circumvent that,
down.
and Danny just goes into the jungle and destroys Jarvan.
Yeah. Kill count starting to get out of hand a little bit.
Wow, they are just grouping up and they're just trying to gut this jungle here, Wu Pal. I love it. This is officially a slobber knocker.
It would be one thing if you had to just deal with the Aurelia, but now the Katarina's come online and has Nasher's Tooth and has got some AP built up. It's gross now.
Yes, I agree. And they're going a little bit of magic resist here. That's going to help too, especially against the Vigar and the Cho'Gath building AP. Danny's pushed all the way into the base now, and then they're just going to drop the Rift Herald. And man, and they're going to get the Dragon too. I love this strategy right here. I've talked about this before, Wu Pal. I love it when I'm jungling if I can drop the Rift Herald when the Drake is up, and you make the other team have to pick one or the other. Either defend the Rift Herald or give me the Drake, or let me have the Drake and then defend the other. So it's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful.
Wow. That's all I can say at the moment. Wow. Excellent gameplay so far.
Yeah, both these teams just super aggressive, not holding anything back. They shouldn't be in the playoff. Man, they are really just going at each other. I said great rotations here, Chuck. Great rotations. They're always
exactly what I
on each
think.
other's backs. They're not fighting solo. Like I said, there's been a few times they're solo. For the most part, they're bringing 2 or 3 now because we're further into the game. They're bringing the house on that mid lane because they know they got pressure on that top lane.
That's right. Yeah, it's interesting to see the Katarina. She'll move into the top lane, then Caitlyn comes to the mid lane, and everyone just rotates so smoothly.
Absolutely. Moving on here, we're looking at 19-11 on the kill, almost getting to a 10K gold lead. Tide's definitely turning towards Van Buren here.
Wow.
Danny gets another
Danny
one.
mops up the double up there. Like I said, I'm really glad that we have recorded footage of Wu Pal acknowledging my greatness of my bracket pick so far. It just really makes me happy, Chuck.
I'm sorry to everybody watching that you have to put up with Fui's gloating, but I have to deal with this day in, day out. So, I mean, it's a tough way to go, but he means well.
Danny is 9-3 with the 400 gold bounty. We've got a 600 gold bounty on the Katarina and a 300 gold bounty on the Caitlyn. The Grizzlies are going to have to get those bounties, Chuck. If they're going to have any chance of bringing this back, they got to get that gold.
First thing they're going to have to do is keep their towers from going down, and I don't know if they can do it.
Wow. And Danny mops up a triple right on top of the towers.
They get this minion wave here. Yeah.
There's not much Jax can do.
I think it's
They're all in it. Wow, Van Buren bringing the heat right now, fellas. Bringing
too
the
late
heat.
now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late for this one. Right now, Grizzlies are going to have to start talking about what they're going to change, what they're going to do, how they're going to fix this. It looks like we did just get the spoiler alert from
Yes. And
from
I'm
League
not
of
happy
Legends.
about it.
Okay, well, until Riot figures out their client problem, that's beyond our control. But does look like the first victory is going to go to Van Buren, and Grizzlies stayed with him pretty good there at the beginning, but things got out of hand. They knew they couldn't let Danny get fed, and he got fed anyways. So we'll see what they do to counter that Danny feeding, and see if they can't do some more damage in the bottom lane before that happens.
Yeah, I think they're going to regroup here. They may do a little bit different champion picks just to kind of try to go against the Irelia, go against the damage dealer. We knew that there was going to be tons of damage coming from Van Buren just by their picks. The champions they picked are, like I said, they only really have one tank. Everybody else is really high damage. Man, they're really circumventing this Vigar here too, because he's really late game, and man, he's just never had a chance to get up and rolling, Chuck.
Nor should he.
I was about to say, but he's not going to get any love on this stream, I promise you. Man, Chuck, they got me worked up over here. I'm telling you, man, this whenever they start getting those plays where it's just back to back and we can't even call it because there's just so much going on, I absolutely love it. Danny tower diving solo here, and is going to pick up the kill on the Cho'Gath, because you have to remember Cho'Gath built AP. If he was built tank there, it probably wouldn't happen. But at this point, Danny's so fed, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything's possible at this point, Chuck. I mean, Danny is just on a rampage.
It is Danny's Rift right now. He's established himself as the Alpha Supreme. There's no doubt about it.
Is there any chance that Danny is actually Wes Yandel?
I don't think Wes Yandel's this good. No, Wes Yandel's not this good. So.
No. I have not played against Wes in League, so I can neither confirm nor deny the amount of skill he has in League of Legends. But, man, very, very nice team play from both of these teams here, Chuck. Van Buren just got the edge there. I'm sure they're going to mop this up right here. There's nothing that the Attack Grizzlies can do here. They're trying to play defense, but, man, Chuck, there is some serious. I'm curious to see the damage numbers after this game, because there's been some serious damage pumped out in this game.
Speaking of brackets, Woo Pal, I do have an update. Pocahontas versus Moulton is almost dead even. It's 4 to 5 kills right now, and gold is even, and CS is even. So kill count, gold count, and kills starting out even. And that is thanks to Green Forest there for updating us on that game. So excellent first game here. Van Buren did not disappoint. Grizzlies going to reconstruct. I don't think that the Grizzlies are outmanned just yet. They have some more tricks on the plate, I'm sure.
Yeah, if we look here, Chuck, at the damage output, Danny clocking in at 32,000. I mean, just massive damage overload for Van Buren. Like I said, they're going to have to go in at this break here and say, what are we going to do to not allow Danny to run all over us? It's definitely a hyper carry for sure. Excellent game played by both teams, though, here. Like you said, Chuck, that very beginning, I really didn't know which way it was going to go. And they just kind of got 2 or 3 plays there and got rolling. So they all rotate so well, Chuck. I'm so proud to see this, because it shows you how much teamwork they have together. The rotation is excellent. Jungle pacing, excellent by both teams. Both teams.
But the Katarina's no joke either, so that doesn't help that they're able to rotate. I still think that the Grizzlies' game here is to play bottom lane and to stop Danny from getting fed. That's all there is to this story.
I agree with you, Chuck. I think that they had control in that bottom lane several times, but their jungler wasn't able to really. Jarvan had a couple of ganks there, felt like you did. I felt like the jungler did great because, like I said, when you know you're going to have to help out in the lane and you game plan for that, you know you're going to float around that area. Sometimes that means you don't get your jungle monster like you want because your rotation's off because you have to break that and come back and help your laner. And so I said, until what, Chuck? 10, 12 minutes in, we were pretty much dead even.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we saw that forfeit, or it looks like what is a forfeit. But thanks for letting us know there. Maverick Esports does move on because of that, and I don't blame them.
So did we have two forfeits on the day today?
That
So
may
far.
be, yep, that is what it looks like.
That is not very common for Arkansas. I must have had. I know spring's tough. I mean, I know it is. I just wish we didn't have the FFs in there. Whoopal, what do you think that the Grizzlies need to do here to get back on track?
Okay, if I'm a Grizzlies player, the first thing I'm doing is banning Aurelia, and I'm going to ban it twice. I'm going to use 2 bans to make sure Aurelia cannot be picked ever again. But I mean, really, guys, like Danny can play so many characters, and so many
Yeah.
champions. I don't know what you do. I mean,
You can't really ban a player like Danny. I mean, you can't. You just have to work around them and try to isolate them. Try to guess what they're going to pick, and then build against it the entire game.
yeah, I think what we'll probably see here is maybe bottom lane, like Chuck mentioned, maybe a stronger bottom lane. I think we may not see a Cho'Gath this time. We may see something that's a little more damage oriented, not so much tanky. And other than that, I mean, like you said, the jungler did a great job. Vygar played it well against a Katarina. That's a tough matchup, anyways. So I think objectives is going to be a big thing for the Grizzlies this game as well. They really need to make sure they control that dragon pit. Uh, get as many heralds as they possibly can, and just vision. Make sure you know where Danny's at all times.
I agree with you, Wu Pao. I think if they focus on keeping Danny under control, and then focus on objectives. I don't think they had as much fun. I know it's hard to do whenever you're having to help out. Like I said, I get that. But there was a couple times, Jarvan did get the first Drake there, did take it solo, just kind of snuck in there and stole it out from underneath their noses, which was an excellent gameplay by the jungler. Um, but if they can focus on objectives and get it to the team fighting phase, that's one thing I think that really helps you against a hyper carry is you don't let them get the one-on-ones. Make sure when you fight it's going to be 5-on-5 or try to catch them in a 5-on-4, and don't let that hyper carry have a chance to get that huge lead. And that's easier said than done.
Always
But
easier said
I
than
know I'm
done.
saying that like I'm just a professional league player, but we played against a lot of hyper carries, and we actually had a hyper carry this season. And that is, you have to check out those strategies and how to deal with it. I remember the first time we ran into it, I was like, this one kid just completely destroyed us. And so I literally went and sat down and was like, how do you stop a hyper carry, Google? Like, let's figure this out. And because it's frustrating.
Oh, it absolutely is very frustrating. And like a champion, like then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, we got bans come out here. Let's see if that double Aurelia ban comes out that Wu Pao's predicting here. Very first ban is Aurelia is off the board, Wu Pao.
Let's see what happens here.
You
Oh,
called
there it is. There's one.
All right, let me get her.
That was
Big
probably the
pizza.
easiest call of my career, boys. No more Syndra. Okay. Varus off the board.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make sure that that they get as much advantage as they can in that bottom lane to help circumvent that pressure. And I think that's smart. No Cho'Gath. The Cho'Gath was very effective very early.
Hey, yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
he just didn't have time to build up enough items.
Thank you, Southside, for letting us know that. What is it, Lake Ham? LH. What's LH? Lake. I'm sorry. I'm not the best to be reading these, but thank you for letting us know that you did have a forfeit there. And yeah, excited about this match. And, me and Fui both called Van Buren for this one. But Wu Pal still thinks Cabot can hold on, so let's just see what Cabot. I am awful today. Get me out of here. I want to take a break. I want to get me something to drink, and I'll come back.
This
Oh my gosh, I'm out.
Regroup.
this League of Legends action is more than Chuck can handle. He's obviously just about to lose it. I'm scared for our stream at this point.
Well, I'm getting a little concerned about. I still have faith in the Grizzlies. I'm just telling you, I think the Grizzlies can still pull this one out. But Danny scared me a little bit, and if I'm April, I'm going to go find a coat closet to hide in.
Yeah, I know. I
Don't
can't
want that
believe that she offered her team a haircut for the game. But yeah, if I'm her, I'm trying to find any kind of scissors in my classroom and hide them immediately. This
Yep.
I think this is gonna be good though, Chuck. I really do think that the Grizzlies, they're not gonna take this laying down. I think that
No way.
I know how these kids do in these intermissions. You know, they talk to each other, they strategize, they discuss. Hey, let's try this, because they had at least 4 other game plans that they debated on using. So there's no telling what they may come up with. They might even do some crazy meta picks. I mean, who knows?
We've seen some crazy stuff before, so anything's possible. But they're going to go with that mobility guy.
Ugh.
They're going to heck from.
Yeah, but another Vigar. They do that just because they know I was dying on stream. So yeah, they picked the Vigar again. Little Sobat. That's a different pick. I see that, but
I do think that the Vigar pick was just strategically to heckle you, Chuck.
yes, it was. AG Turtle's letting me know that he's watching and that he's not happy with my ability to stream right now. I apologize to him for not living up to his high standards.
Yeah, he got the Vigar paired up with the Hecarim, tons of mobility, and Talia. Talia has tons of CC, been reworked in the last few months. No fiddlesticks on the Rift again. I would like to see that fiddlesticks play, Chuck, because they banned that twice in a row. We didn't even get a chance to see that or the Zac, so I bet it's pretty spicy gameplay there.
We've seen it earlier in the season, if you think back.
Well, you're right. They're going a little bit tankier over here on the other side, though, bringing out the rail, and they're bringing out my guy, Chuck, Maoki. I love it. Love playing that as jungle. And so I don't know if they're going to play it as support, but Chuck, that gives them tons of vision, tons and tons of vision. Every little sprout you throw out gives you vision. If you pair that with support, yeah, I mean, you've got map vision for days.
Yes. Played correctly, that is a damaging character. So we'll see how that plays out.
Got some Samira in here too, Chuck. We've seen quite a bit of Samira play. We know what that looks like.
Yeah,
one of our players.
The hyper carry like to play Samira.
Yeah, and Samira definitely can pump out some damage. That's one you're gonna have to watch there. And we get the Garen in here, Chuck. I want to see the spin to win, baby. I want to see that in that top lane.
It was banned out last game, but we're gonna see low fix with the Garen, and I believe, if I remember correctly, we did see that. So it's hard to remember all this, but I remember low fix dominating the bottom against us. Not dominating, but playing against our hyper. So
they're going to counter that with the Fiora, though, Chuck. Fiora is a tank buster, so good luck if you're going tank in this game. Definitely can pick you apart. That's for sure. I like this lineup from both teams again, Chuck. I think they really did go back to the drawing board and say, hey, let's do something where we can team fight, and I think that's what we're going to see here. Very good traditional type comps here from both teams. Said each team has kind of a tanky character. at least a bruiser, and then to go along with their damage, got some very nice CC over here for the attack Grizzlies. I said they're going to play that Vigar again. If the Vigar can get online, Chuck, it's very effective. We know that. Very frustrating to play against. And especially pair that with the Senna. Senna has tons of CC too. Um, so yeah, I think they definitely are going for the control here.
Yeah. It'll just be just 1 second. I'm going to take care of some housekeeping here in the lab, and then I'll be right back.
I think Wu Pao is cutting out on us here. Looks like he's trying to talk, but he may have hit another dead spot or something with his phone.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you
All
now,
right.
Wu Pao.
I am in the office, so things are much smoother now.
Excellent, because we're gonna need your full bandwidth power to commentate this next match. I'm afraid, my friend.
Oh man, and I love the picks here, though. I really do. The Samira rail combo, that kind of that's a tough one, man. That's hard to kill and high damage.
Yes.
And like you said, the Maokai, man, I love Maokai. I love that champion. They're between the Maokai and you know, his root capabilities, his ultimate can just lock everybody down in one area. And when they get locked down, and then you throw a Katarina and a Samira ult in there, oof, phooey, that could be a lot of death really quickly.
I agree with you. And the thing I touched on before, and I'll say it again, is with the Maokai is the vision for days, vision everywhere. And man,
Absolutely,
you're gonna force the other team to deal with it because if they don't get a scanner, then they're gonna take damage and be slowed every time they run into one of your sprouts. So, one thing I really like about him with playing jungle is I can go in and basically solo Drake, or I can just go a minute before and get everything so clogged up with the saplings that there's no way that they can come in and just steal it from me.
yeah, absolutely. Like you said, the damage itself is gross. If you get a Maokai that builds Leandries, man, that damage adds up in a hurry.
Yeah, it's tons and tons of burn damage that you can build there with the AP, and so I'm looking for that to come out. But I think Hecarim is a good counter to that though, because Hecarim is so fast and so mobile, and we said that their jungler is going to have to be able to support that top lane, and I think Hecarim is another excellent jungler to do that with, just because of the mobility.
Oh, I agree. I do think that's smart pick on by the Garen. I think that's a little more beefier, a little tankier. Garen is always a tough champion to play against, but I like the Garen Fiora mix at the top. That's going to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, Tank Buster versus Bruiser. That's It's gonna be fun to watch again. Hey, like I said, I love the top lane slobber knockers, and I guarantee you we're getting another one again.
Oh, absolutely. And you touched on the Talia. Like you said, she got patched a little bit over the last little bit, and much stronger. And that's another champion. Mobility is incredible.
Yeah, and her ability to build that wall too, Chuck. That's another thing that can really come into play if it's played right. To just wall off an entire area where the enemy team can't get through.
Absolutely.
I was just informed that the Fiera is going to tear into that Garen no problem by our little helper here in the lab.
I don't know about it, man.
I don't either. I don't either. But that's what he's calling. So we'll just see. Maybe we need him. Okay, so look, Moralton is up. Kill count right now is 23-12, but don't count Pocahontas out yet.
Come on, Devil Dogs. Don't let me down.
We're gonna have to enroll Wu Pao into a bracket recovery workshop after this first round.
Gosh, what a sucker. Hey, I'm 2 for 2 right now, buddy.
I know, I hear you. It's just fun to do the picks. I just think it's fun to do, and it's fun for us to have something to talk about and kind of razz each other with. So love doing that
Love
too.
it. That's right.
And both teams look like they're content to stay on their side of the river. Hey, if you stay on your side, we'll stay on our side. So
Yep. No invade planned.
no.
Okay, nothing out of the ordinary here. Looks like Katarina's going to start with a Dark Steel. So Looking for that little extra early damage. I like a Dark Seal. I like that better than Doran's Ring on Katarina.
Yeah,
You
and
get
if she
fed.
does, yeah, she does get 2 or 3 kills on that Dark Seal, it stacks, and man, it can be some
Take
serious
notes.
early game damage.
Absolutely.
We got the emoji war here in the middle lane.
I didn't even pay attention to who won the skin war, Chuck.
I
I'm slacking.
disappointed in you, but the emoji war, it did look like went to the Grizzlies. So
Now the Grizzlies are in the blue this time, Chuck.
yes,
Just to
and Van
clarify.
Buren, I do have it labeled for everybody.
Okay.
It's so well labeled that even I can follow it.
Excellent. Both teams just farming away here, man. It's neat to watch how after they play that first match, they kind of felt each other out. They kind of got an idea of what they're up against, and it really does change how they play against each other early game.
Yeah, but I look to see Van Buren playing just a little more aggressive, knowing that they can't hold their own in that. Like Danny's
Well,
already jumping on that Garen hard.
Yeah, I see that Danny took grasp, so that's good to build up that early health and regen. And gosh, he's already bullying. He's already up 10-3 in CS too. Dadgummit, you guys, come on, Grizzlies. All right, I need a Grizzly shirt. That's what I need. I need like something to be able to like a flag or something, koozie, something. Something for my Dr. Pepper to sit in that says Grizzlies. I need to pump them up a little bit.
Fair enough. All right. While you got your Dr. Pepper, I'm drinking my Dr. Choice. That's the Supremo in the lab here. That's our gamer fuel for Clinton. So if anybody wants to know what it takes to win, like Clinton, they just need some Doctor's Choice.
Doctor's Choice, love it.
We're not
going down the
sponsored
bottom
in any
lane
way.
already. They're going to be a kill here, Chuck. Yep, Samira picked up an early one right there, man.
Yeah, it looked like it going in for a gank. Counter gank took it. Grizzlies gets the first blood of the game.
Yeah, I think Lothar Toast there just kind of got a little bit overzealous on that one. That Samira damage cannot be overlooked this early.
And I just got confused again. Van Buren took first kill of the game.
Yeah, there you go. I'm with you.
Yeah. Moulton takes one against Pocahontas, and so I appreciate Green Force keeping us updated there.
Absolutely.
And my thoughts and prayers are out there to Pocahontas today. I'm hoping they can pull it out because, it's just an awesome school all the way around. They put out such legends such as, myself.
Here we go, Fooey. Here we go.
You thought I was bad.
All right, Loaf the Toast coming in. Can he take it? Oh, gets away, so it goes
Very
1
nice
to 1.
pressure there. Yeah, very nice pressure there.
I just kind of buy some space for the Senna and Vigar. Good idea. Getting them out of there, get them out of the lane, make them recall. They've already used all their potions, so kind of gives them a little bit of breathing room, catch up on CS a little bit.
They're trying to bait here in this mid lane. See if Heckram can pick up some kind of gank here.
Well, I can see that the Fiora guys already picked up a Sheen. So, yeah, Danny's looking to bust some pressure. For sure.
Yeah, that's one of Wu Pao's favorite early game pickups, and it really does. It does a lot of damage early game, so I really like that. Forcing Garen to back, Garen buying the pot there too. We can see. So, yeah, there's about to be there's about to be a brawl breakout in this top lane. There's no doubt.
Absolutely, it's coming.
Gank comes down mid lane.
Yep.
Nods gets out of it. Very well done by Nods. Passing him on the way to take care of some. Oh,
Yeah, there's that vision, Chuck. Hey, buddy, I see you.
yeah. And then he's going to be chased down.
Guys,
Absolutely
look at
cool.
the mid lane
mechanic.
here. This Katarina is really doing well in last hitting. She is almost double the farm of this Talia.
Ultimately it comes down to some of the basic mechanics, and y'all know that I can't last hit to save my life, so I
Yeah,
understand the problem.
I love you, Chuck, but your last hitting is
It's
it's pretty atrocious, man.
horrendous.
Fiora trying to bully the Garen here. Garen trying to spin to win it, but we're gonna have a fight down here in this bottom lane, Chuck.
Oh,
Oh, nice
Katarina.
flash by Heckram there.
Saved his life.
Yeah, if Heckram didn't flash there, Heckram was toast.
Yeah. So we see Danny in the top lane, guys. There's one. Garen goes down to a 1v1.
Yeah. Garen's going to lose those 1v1s. I mean, like, nothing against the Garen. It's just Danny's just that much better of a player mechanically.
Well, Garen has little mobility, but so does Fiora. That's the thing. Garen tries to, throw his Q and try to run out. Well, Fiora can just track you right down. So it's pretty tough. Yeah, if I'm Garen in this situation, I'm going to try to play under tower and just CS best I can and just try to survive until my Heckram can help me out a little bit.
Heckram, I think, was thinking about maybe trying to make a steal there, but backing out of it,
Yep.
wrapping around the pit here. Yep.
He's thinking about it. There's just too much here.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, then he gets caught trying
Nice
to do
job.
it. Loaf the toast going down.
Very nice job. That was
Ooh, the pig's going to go
Yeah.
down, and now Lofix can't make it out.
and we have Danny down here in the bottom lane running around too, Chuck. So
Yeah, Garen hasn't even put pressure on that tower yet. Danny's not too worried about it. All
they're
right,
going to
now,
try to get the Talia out. The Talia's have to be careful here because we got some serious damage coming up from the bottom lane.
yeah, sure enough,
Well, I see
Danny
it.
trying to make it back up to his tower.
There's a
Garen,
similar pattern here, guys, in the middle lane and top lane. If you'll look at the
yes.
CS and the kill death ratio, it's very similar to the previous game.
Yes. Yep. Garen's going to back after getting a plate, getting a little bit of gold. Hopefully that can
Yeah.
make the difference for him. Hopefully they can counter that Danny and get something moving on their side, but it's going to be a tough battle.
But they're definitely playing this more aggressive than they did the first game. The first game we were still kind of tied up about this point. So
They kind of done the same thing with us. They allowed us to play the first game. It was pretty even until they went for the kill, and then the second game was just a rolling ball at butcher knives. So, I mean, I think that's just great discipline on their part.
I agree. There's something to be said for kind of feeling your opponent out, kind of seeing how they react, see what they do, how they rotate against you, and then that gives you a better idea of what you want to do in that second game. Now, sometimes they're able to circumvent that and say, you know what, we know what they're up to, what they're going to try to do. But so far in this game, there hasn't been an answer for the pressure in that mid lane or top lane yet.
No, there hasn't been. It doesn't appear to be. But I will say the Garen is doing pretty well in CS. I mean, he's doing smart, playing under his tower best he can. That Fiora, that poke damage, though, is for a melee champion, is just nasty.
Yeah, Garen doing a good job there of using the E, trying to make sure, hey, if you hit me underneath tower, you're going to get punished by that tower. And
Yeah.
but Danny doing an excellent job of
Danny's
not
like,
making
yeah,
one
but I can
single hit. Like, nope, not going to do it.
Yeah,
His
and still
timing
getting
is
plates. Yeah, getting plates. That's amazing. He's playing Garen under tower, and he's still getting plates from him. What do you do against that? I don't know.
What I would do is throw my keyboard across the room, but that's obviously not the solution.
I think that was my son's solution. He played top lane against Danny, and that was his solution.
And this bottom lane is just about dead even, guys. I mean, the CS, is a little bit different here, but Rail doing a very good job of engaging there several times. Even when they were at the Dragon Pit, Rail started that entire fight that they had there in the bottom lane a couple minutes ago.
And
so
Danny getting him under tower.
Oh,
Ooh, and he gets
good
shut
play by the
down.
Garen.
nice,
Absolute good discipline
nice
by
gameplay
Garen.
by Garen there. Yep, very
That's-
nice by Garen.
Yes, that was great
Wow.
use of his ultimate.
Yeah. Danny being a little confident, wanting to get that kill. I thought he had it for a second, but that tower's hard to
Vagar.
beat.
Yeah, nice job by Vagar trapping Samira in there. Samira could have got off a bunch more damage if she could have moved.
That was some pretty good trades right there, guys.
Yeah,
That was,
it really was.
That really helped even things up a little bit. They could have got that Samira right there. It really would have shifted momentum.
Yes, it would have.
I agree.
Now the Fiora has already completed her Divine Sunderer, so, man, that's going to be
Watch
tough.
out. Yeah, Fiora right now, 1v1 is going to be pretty nasty.
No, nice. On the bottom putting pressure.
Yep, and here comes the Herald out.
That's going to be tough.
Chuck, that's a 1,000 IQ move right there.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and say it. 1,000 IQ move. Clog that bottom lane up. Bust that Rift Herald out there. Get that tower down. Get that cleared out. And now you've got pressure on that bottom lane. And that is where that's going to hurt. That's a punch in the gut right there, Chuck.
Yeah, the Grizzlies needed that bottom lane, like we said, to create pressure that they couldn't afford to lose in the top lane, and now they don't have that, so that's going to allow Danny Boy just to have his way in the top lane, and then bottom lane's going to be able to roam a little bit and have some fun helping out the mid lane. That could be the pinnacle nail in the coffin right there, especially as Garen goes down the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one now. Those trades were good early. I thought that, Grizzlies would have a chance, but Van Buren is showing dominance once again.
Yeah, and they move right from that push. Another 1,000 IQ. Wrap right back around. Grab that Drake, and let's go, baby. They're over there right now going, let's go.
Oh, Garen. Oh, I mean,
Danny,
Heckram,
Danny.
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't do it.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, Chuck, that was
That hurts, boys.
that was
hurts.
that was nasty. I thought Heckram had that. I thought it was over.
Just didn't have the damage.
All right, Van
Nope.
Buren showing dominance here. It's a great display by Van Buren. Danny doing what he has to do, but the rest of the team's no joke. I would hate to play against any of these guys because we know my last hits wouldn't do a thing against them.
Oh, and they're going to double down on this Garen up here, and I don't think he's going to be able to get away from both of them.
No,
And
not
ultimate from
spot.
Samira. Man,
Well-
I cannot believe he hung on that long Wu Pao. Wow.
I really can't either. He's built enough armor to just survive it.
Wow, he just has a door and shield and one armor piece and was able to survive that. I mean, that is impressive. Of course,
I think
here comes
Samira-
Andy back, and he loses the tower anyway.
Yeah. I think Samira's going to go back and buy now. I think she was kind of maybe down an item. Probably has some gold in the bank, I'm sure. If you got a little more itemization, I think that Garen goes down right there.
Yeah, and they're going to try to punish him again. Man, they are on him. He uses W right there. He uses shield to stop part of that damage. So, very nice job by Garen, realizing they're still trying to hunt him down.
Yeah, and that's good. The Grizzlies are trying to take advantage of this and push that bottom lane. Get a tower there. Get a little
Yeah.
pressure somewhere on the map.
And they're forcing him back onto that top lane, Chuck. That's another 1,000 IQ play right there. Hey, if you're going to try to gut our top, we're going to gut your bottom while you got everybody up there. You got to put pressure back somewhere else. Force them to react.
Absolutely.
Well, they're going to try to be looking for a Katarina or a Fiora by themselves to take off and get that bounty. But guys, I don't think I would try to want to take pick a fight with either one of those right now.
No, and I think maybe if they kind of just group up here and maybe decide to fight over an objective here, I think might be the play here. Dragons will be coming up here pretty soon. They might be able to get something going if they get an objective.
Yeah, maybe they can get this Danny to go down right here, pick that up. Yes, they do get a
nice
shutdown.
play. Very nice play.
Yep. Garen was
Very
holding
nice
him there
counter.
long enough for the gank to come in.
Yep. And nice rotation by Heckram coming in and helping out with that top laner that they knew was going to be a problem. Very nice job.
Yeah, so they got 5-on-4 for just a little bit longer here. See if they can capitalize on it. It's so imperative they capitalize on every benefit they get if they're going to turn this around.
I think something else that may look small to you guys, or but this rail picking up that even shroud mythic, that's going to come in big time handy later on.
I agree. Get that bonus damage anytime she gets the stun out there. Really helping the ADC pump out more damage too.
Yeah, now it's starting to come on a little bit. Samira's got the cringe bow. I still call it cringe bow. I can't get that out of my head.
Hey, that's what it is.
It is.
But the Rails engage is probably one of the best engages in the game, though, I think, Wu Pal, and that really makes a huge difference for the ADC.
Van Buren biding their time. Now they got free reign on this tower. It will go down, and that leaves the Grizzlies with just the inner three. Or the second three.
Those rail attacks, man, that Samira ultimate is it's made for one another.
Oh, nice little shutdown.
Oh.
He went down for it, but revenge best served sweet.
Yeah, and this gets them to push in to get pressure here, Chuck, and this going to set them up nicely for this Drake if they so choose to take it. It's there for the taking right now.
I think Maokai is rotating that direction. Well, maybe not. I don't think he's going that direction right now, but they may just be looking, like you said, they may be getting some vision down and just to plan for it here in a minute.
And Danny's just constantly terrorizing and being pushed in like that and terrorizing this jungle makes it hard on your jungler. Very nice shutdown by Garen. Really using that ultimate very effectively in this game.
Yeah, very well. They're controlling Danny right now, which they're going to have to do. But that's 2 in a row that they've got on Danny. So they can keep shutting him down and keep him from getting fed. They may be able to do something here. They need to be looking at that long game, though.
As you mentioned, Fui, here's the Dragon Pit. There's nothing to contest this one.
No, they need to just give this and get out. Hanging around is going to do nothing but get somebody caught. Well, there we go.
Like that right there.
They should have just gave that. They did not have numbers. It was 4v2. There's no way that they might have been able to steal, but just not to me not worth it at that point. Just back out and let them have it. Get ready for the next one.
I agree.
But that was Van Buren's third Drake, giving them dominance in all 3 of the major categories, objectives, kill count, and gold.
Yeah, it looks like the Fiora now has, I believe that's a Ravenous Hydra. So now she gets to do cleave damage. So everyone gets a swap.
The Oprah mythic.
Oh, man.
You get a swipe, buddy. You get a swipe.
Everybody gets a swipe.
And here they are, though. They're going right back for Danny hiding, and you're just waiting on Garen to pass by. Wow. So Garen just trying to clear out of there. Nice ultimate by Senna, trying to help out the teammate there.
Trying to hold him there just long enough to get the counter gank coming in. Ooh, that pig coming in. Looks like we're going to have a 5-on-5. Yep, Danny gets low fix. Even under tower, they're doing damage.
They can't kill Danny. They can't kill Danny.
Well, I mean, they did have a couple kills there, right there back to back, but now it's turning back around in Danny's favor.
Man, just so strong. They were just starting to turn that corner, I feel like. I think if they would have just could have held back and just laned a little bit more and played for that objective, I think that they could have possibly been able to turn the corner right there. But, man, Danny is just going nuts right now. Again, not been as dominant as the first game, but still able just to put that pressure. I mean, there's a lot of time in League, people want to talk about kills and damage and assists and all that stuff. There's a lot of times in League where you don't have to get the kill. You just have to keep applying pressure. And you're still winning.
In the micro, the game is about pressure. It's all
Yes.
about pressure. Yeah.
Well, and the Katarina is built now. She's got Nashers too. She's got the proto belt. Then you got Samira, who is building crit. So I'm afraid the snowball is yet again in the mix.
And Maokai, I love it, is building the boots to get the reduction on his ultimate. So that's going to be nasty too for team fights. That ultimate is crazy nasty in team fights.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah,
he's got the
CDR
demonic
boots
embrace.
online. Yeah,
Yeah, so he's going for that extra AP damage.
yeah, he is. Man, Heckram has to ultimate out of there just to save his hide there. So nice ultimate over the wall, but just having no choice. There's so much pressure coming in this middle right now. There comes the ultimate. Got railed right in there on top of it too. Great teamwork.
Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful. That was beautiful, Wu Pal. Beautiful teamwork right there. Beautiful.
I mean, you can't play no better than that, guys. I mean, the way they move from Dragon to Baron Pit, and they put down the I don't know. It blows my freaking mind how they can manage this stuff so well across the map.
It's called communication. Look, if you would just communicate a little better, maybe my last hits wouldn't be such a problem.
Oh my gosh. I can't today, Fooey. It's Monday. I can't.
Hey, I love how they're roaming here though. Like they got the pressure in bottom, they rotate right up to that middle, and now they're going to back
Garen
off.
hungry,
Garen's
but
in
that was
pursuit,
a mistake.
But Garen's going to have to be careful. He just ran right into the middle of that.
Yeah.
And man, here comes the ultimate out from Samira.
I think Garen was kind of thinking his team was right behind him on that one, and he stretched a little too far.
Yeah, he wanted to initiate so bad, but ouch. And you know, and it's tough when you get down like this. You're trying to make the difference. You're trying to help your team out. You know, Garrett's trying to prove that he didn't lose against this Danny. But the thing is that you got to understand, playing this game is you have a different game to play than the other team. While your top's losing to Danny, your bottom better be doing something, or your mid better be doing something, or else you're just lose to a better team.
Absolutely.
Wow, look at that ultimate there. Gets the double, mops it up.
Chat did like the Oprah reference, by the way. They did appreciate that.
Nice. Okay, I'm having trouble seeing it, guys. Did the Maokai build a Radiant Virtue?
I believe so. Yes, I believe that's
my
what
goodness.
that is, Wu Pal.
Well, that's even more sustainability during these fights.
Yep.
That is crazy. And that's what this game is about, folks. It's not about who has the best KDA. It's about working together because it's a 5-on-5 team sport right here.
Yes, and they just have a stranglehold on these objectives right now, Wu Pal. There's really nothing that the Grizzlies can do, and here comes Danny in, of course. You know, even if Danny just picks up one or two solos, team's right there behind him, and they're just going to capitalize on that because then they know they have numbers. Grizzlies have done a great job against the Samira. I've noticed almost every time that she's engaged. Here we go with the spoiler. Thanks a lot to Riot for their spoiler there.
Yeah, but I
believe
at any point, if anybody had any doubt in the last 5 minutes, who's going to end up winning this one? Great deal with Van Buren there. No surprises there. I'm hoping to get an interview with the Van Buren coach. If you want to jump in, I think you have privy to the on air, and we can go ahead and talk to you about your team. That would be great. If not, just shoot us a message and tell us no can do. But appreciate the games today. Thanks for letting us stream. Absolutely exciting matches here.
Like I said, Van Buren did a great job on Samira, always making sure they use an exhaust or slow or trying to CC her every time that she was breaking out that ultimate. So they were very, very aware of that, did a very nice job of shutting that down. Now we're going to get a little pushback here from the Grizzlies. Like I said, they're not going to go into the night quietly. I wouldn't either. This is the playoffs. This is your last game. I'm telling you right now, you're going to take it out of my hands. I'm not giving you anything, Woo Pal. I'm not giving you nothing. Nada.
That's exactly right, man. Hey, you know something I didn't notice earlier on? I think the rail took Glacial Augment. And let me tell
Yes.
you put that with a Samira and a team like he's got built around him in a Katarina, golly, that's tough, man.
Yeah, that glacial augment is nasty just because it slows everything around you, and then you as support has stuns and slows, so it just compounds.
That Danny.
Danny's going to get shut down there, but man, they just have tons and tons of pressure on this mid now.
Yeah, once you start getting those double elite mobs coming down, you pretty much have to play in your base the entire game.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, no problem. I was just going to mention that Van Buren is going to honor us with the post-game interview here, so I'm excited about that, and just wanted you to know he was in the channel with us.
You know, I don't think in either one of these games, I don't think we had a Baron kill, did we, Woo Pal?
No, sir. No need. Honestly, there was never a need for a Baron kill. They had all the buffs they needed to take care of business.
Man, yeah, they just got Winions in here right now. Very, very nice job by both these teams. They did not disappoint one bit whatsoever. I love watching these matchups. Love getting to stream it. It's an honor to stream these kids. But man, this Van Buren team is going to be a team to be reckoned with, Woo Pal. I'm telling you right now.
I agree, man. If they keep playing like this right here, Fooey, I don't want to go up against them. I wouldn't want to see them.
No, they have a very high threshold right now. I mean, if they can build around Danny, and even if they can't, they've proven. I mean, Danny still had a very solid game, but it just wasn't quite the domination we saw before. It was 8, 4, and 5. Man, their mid laner played an excellent game. The jungle played an excellent game. Support, very, very good initiating those attacks. I love seeing that when the team knows to jump in with their support, let the support make those calls. Excellent game by both these teams here. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's so good to see. They choose their runes really well. Their itemization is perfect. Of course, their champion selection is spot on, and they just play so well as a team. Like I said, man, if I'm in the next round, I'm looking at Kimchi going, ooh, I better figure this out real quick.
Yeah, we get to play against Southside Wednesday. That's going to be a fun one.
It is, Coach. I look forward to seeing that one, Coach. That's going to be a good matchup.
That's going to be the biggest game of our season. I can tell you right now. You know, win or lose. If we come out on top, it's going to be just amazing. Danny and Al Boots, as he's called, are my two biggest players on the team. Danny's just a beast. He's been with me for ever since like 2 years now. So, and I love your Oprah reference.
Well, Coach, you're right. You got two guys. Danny and your mid laner. They play so well, but the team together is incredible.
You hear me?
Yes, sir. Oh, I think he dropped. Well, hey, while he's trying to get reconnected, I hope he can. Yeah, if you look, we have 11 assists out of the jungler and 16 assists out of support, Woo Pal. And that tells me all I need to know about this team right there. They are team fighting together, and they are playing together very well whenever you see that many assists.
Absolutely. This, like I said, we talked about this before. This is a 5-on-5 game. And when you get a team like that plays together, knows how to rotate, knows where the other teammates are coming in from, man, it can be nasty for your opponent.
Is Wes back
I believe
with us?
Okay,
yeah. Sorry, I dropped Wi-Fi. I was walking out to my truck, and it dropped Wi-Fi. Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. No problem. Glad to have you on here.
I just love you guys. Your commentary makes it so much more fun to watch, and plus you actually know so much about the game that last year I believe it was like kind of learning how to play the game, and you've kind of grown. You teach your audience that listens about the game, so they're not only getting entertained but also educated at the same time, which is like awesome. So I really like y'all should take this on the road or something.
Well, we will be at Histy. So anybody listening here, we will be at Histy talking about how to stream, and it's going to be a little bit about everything, a broad stroke. But one of the biggest things is just bring your love of these kids into the stream, and that's what's going to make the difference. Whether you know what you're talking about or not, most of the time they don't care. Just say their name and mention something good about them. And I appreciate all the coaches around the state, especially that get on here and talk good about their kids, because we focus in like on the Dannies, but we know there's so many unsung heroes that just show up every day in practice. So I'm glad you're able to come on here and talk to that aspect. That to some of these kids, this is a family away from their home that they wouldn't have any other way.
Oh yeah, these kids are they're every game is whether that be Rocket League, Mario Kart, Smash, everybody they become family members with each other essentially for a short period of time. And I don't, and even the some of my seniors that have graduated 2 years ago still hang out with my current players, so they're still friends even later on. So the community in League of Legends and all the other games is like almost like a lifetime. So, and also too, another thing that I try to preach to my kids is like when you get whatever college you go to, if you go to college, go to their esports team, and even if they don't have a scholarship, just see if you can get on it, because you're going to make a lifelong of friends, and you'll have a
Absolutely.
something to talk about a commonality. That's what we all have in common. We all have a commonality as coaches, so we hang out and talk sometimes in the Discord, So anyway, that's my little 2 cents.
Yeah, that's excellent advice. I know with my kids, I just hope they have something about them that they can focus in and keep them out of trouble. And esports has been that for so many kids. So I'm glad that they have a place to showcase their talents as well.
Yep. So who you are showcasing next on Wednesday?
We're going to see who fared out after today, and we'll post it probably later this afternoon. I do believe so.
Okay.
We'll probably have a meeting right after we get off the air with you here, but so we'll just see where everything. Do we have any other games to broadcast? Does anybody know any outcomes that we haven't heard yet? Okay, well they're doing that. Thanks, Wes. I appreciate you being a part of the community and talking with us and stuff. I can't wait to see how this thing pans out. And who you be playing next? Will be the Mavericks.
Yeah, we're playing Mavericks.
Oh yeah.
Man, if you could upset that one, you'd have a lot of respect. So we'll just see how that plays out. But
I know we're gonna give them everything we got. So we're not gonna leave any stone unturned. But they're solid. They're champs for a reason. So we're gonna give them everything we got.
Well, they are a solid coach, but you got a solid team as well, sir. So I'm looking forward to that matchup.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I am as well. And good luck to you in the next round, Coach Wes. Appreciate you and everything that you do for your kids in esports.
You too. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
Well, guys, I can say I thought that was going to be a little closer, but man, that Van Buren squad, dude, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be closer too. I knew Van Buren was good. The Grizzlies, both teams, brought it to us, but just Van Buren just has such a well-rounded team.
They do, and I don't want to take nothing away from the Grizzlies. I'm telling you, I picked them because I've seen some of their game footage, and they're just as incredible. But as you guys know, this is just like any other sport. Some days everything hits like it's supposed to, and some days it doesn't quite come together like it should.
Yeah, any given day, any team can beat another team. So
absolutely,
that is important to consider. Some people just have an off day, but Van Buren taking the first round. I do believe that maybe Pocahontas, but I haven't seen if anybody knows how that second game went in Pocahontas. But I guess we'll just end it here, and then we'll decide what match we're going to be doing, and we'll announce that. So we have a Twitter, so that we can tweet that out, who we're going to be playing next, and we will put it in Discord, Arkansas and stuff. So if you're a student, ask your coaches. We'll try to get it to the coaches, and so everybody can see all this action leading up to the finals.
Sounds great.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching the stream. We are out. AG Turtle, see you in the finals.